I do hope this ukulele doesn't buzz. Hello, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele. It's review day. As ever, this is your summary video review. See the link below the video. It'll take you to the website where you'll see pictures, scores, a lot more information about the instrument I'm about to tell you about now. Thank yous, as ever, running across the bottom of the screen, because as I always say, GotAUkulele is not paid by the brands or the stores to do this. I couldn't do impartial reviews if I did, so it keeps going thanks to the very kind donations from my viewers and readers. Much appreciated. And if you like this content on the YouTube channel, why not think about helping me get the subscriber count up? Hit the subscribe button down there, and then you'll always get notified about new stuff coming your way from the GotAUkulele channel. Okay, this is a new one, a new line of instruments from a brand I've looked at several times before, and that intro is a clue to the name, because this is the Bumblebee Soprano from Flight. Flight have put this line out, and with the naming of Bumblebee, I suppose I'm assuming this is aimed at kids, it's aimed at young beginners because it's a cutesy name, and it's got a bumblebee there on the headstock. And why not? I mean, we've got dolphins, we've got octopuses, and actually it's important that I mention these two because people look at these sort of instruments when I'm reviewing them and they assume that they're going to be terrible, because this is very much a value instrument. And quite often they are absolutely terrible. But that Macala dolphin and the octopus are really quite good, and I'm always on the lookout to have more recommendations in every price category on GotAUkulele. So I'm on the lookout for a good value instrument that parents can buy or grandparents can buy their children, or that schools can buy in bulk so they can teach kids in lessons. And this one's certainly cheap. Let's get into it. This is the Soprano, also available in a concert instrument. So this is the concert version, but I'm reviewing the Soprano today, and it's made of all laminate, obviously. This is laminate mahogany, and it comes in red, blue, green, black, and a natural colour. And there's also a version with a laminate spruce top and laminate mahogany back and sides, but this one is all laminate mahogany, and stained in this red, in an open pore stain, which I'll try and show you on the camera. You can see some of the grain in there. Okay, coloured instruments aren't really my thing, but actually, do you know what? In the body, it's been nicely done. I see quite a lot of these cheap instruments, and there's bare patches and rough patches and chips and gouges. There's none of that here. It's quite nicely put together, to be honest. The bridge is a tie bar style, which surprises me for an instrument that's going to be made for children. I think a slot style would be a lot easier for string changes. Also looks better on a Soprano too. This is made of cuckoo wood. It's a little bit scruffy on the outer facing here. A little bit scruffy indeed. Screwed in place. That bridge looks like it's a kind of new bone composite, and it's straight top, so it's a tie bar. Alright, okay. No other decoration bar this sound hole rosette, which is a laser etching laurel wreath. I don't like laser etching because of that sort of grainy character it's got to it. I don't like it, but I know this has been done to a low price, so they had to put something there, I guess. Inside, pretty tidy actually. Notch linings, tapered braces, nice and thin, not a lot of mess at all. Alright, okay, this is all right so far, although I think that would be better as a slot style. The neck is made of Meranti wood. There is a joint at the heel and the headstock, but they're pretty well hidden. It tapers to a reasonably flattened off profile here, and really pleasingly, a 37mm nut, which is pretty wide. Sadly, the string spacing is still only 27. I think they could get away with making it wider, but still, that is a comfortable neck, and you don't often see that on cheap Chinese Sopranos. Actually, this isn't Chinese, it's made in Indonesia. You don't often see that. The fingerboard is more cuckoo, and it is in really good condition actually. You can tell that it's had an oiling because it looks kind of moist, and it's very tidy. You get 15 frets with 12 to the body. There are no sharp fret ends, which is nice. Position dots face out at 5, 7, 10, a double at the 12th and one at the 15th. But you get no side dots. Now, I think that's another mistake for an instrument that's going to be aimed at beginners. There's two mistakes there, I think. I think side dots are a no-brainer. I think side dots are a no-brainer full stop. but certainly kids, it would be really helpful for them to have dots on the side. Beyond that, nut and the setup on this, a little bit high at the bridge, which is affecting the intonation when you play up the frets, but the nut's okay. Up to a crown headstock. There's the Bumblebee logo, more laser etching, but it's kind of cutesy, isn't it? And kids will like it. My daughter loves it. It's otherwise pretty tidy, although I said that the body didn't have any finish marks. It's a bit rougher around the... I can't get you in focus. Come on, focus for me. It's a bit rough around parts of the headstock. Nothing life and death, but I've got to mention it because they're there. The tuners are pretty generic, open gears, small black buttons at least, and they work all right as well. The strings aren't specified. You'd think they were Aquilas looking at this sort of white nature of them. They might be, but you usually get a swing tag if it's an Aquila string set. I don't think they are. And the price, $32.99 in shops. That's really low priced. And the concert is only a little bit more at $34.99. So next to nothing in it really, so you'd get one or the other and not really notice the difference in the price. 33 quid. Really cheap, and certainly a bit cheaper than the Dolphins now, I think, about the same sort of price as the Octopuses. So certainly in that absolute beginner territory sort of thing you might want to buy a child. But and I like the build of it actually. It's nice, very thin top as well. But it means nothing if it doesn't play well, and that's the other area where these really cheap instruments tend to fall down. But let's have a play of it. Oh no, my strobe tuner's falling apart. Blimey, can't have that. Let's get it tuned up. So it is banging tune. Okay, volume. Yeah, lots of it. Lots of volume. Sustain. That's pretty good, you know. That's really pretty... I can feel it buzzing into my chest. It's resonant. This bodes well. That's pretty good. I can't find fault with that. It's a bit bright, it's a bit thin, but it's 33 quid. It's peppy, it's jangly. Now, I mentioned that point that I think it goes a little bit sharp as you go up. There. It's not a huge problem. I think just the saddle needs to be taken down a little bit. The action's not too high, but I think it will just help there. It's a minor gripe, that. Do you know what? I think these sound really good. It's cheap. Sure, not everyone likes bright coloured instruments, but it is cheap and it's going to appeal to people. And I think I can categorically say that I have another one in the list that I will recommend to people who are looking for that very cheap instrument and keep them away from the Ashtons and the Diamond Heads and the Martin Smiths and all of those. Macala Dolphin, an Octopus, or now a Bumblebee, because there's not a lot wrong with that. I'm really, really quite surprised with the tone. And because I'm going to be asked, here's the concert. This isn't a review of the concert. I haven't got time to do both. But much fuller. Yeah, well, I'm not going to do much more of that. That's good too, and a warmer, fuller sound than the Soprano for only a couple of quid more. But this is all about the Soprano, this review. Yeah, this gets a recommendation. Yeah, no, it's not a Koaloa, is it? But it's 33 quid, and there are lots of people out there, and I can't stress enough, teachers who are looking to get music lessons into schools with limited budgets and limited funds, looking for reliable, cheap instruments that don't sound like dogs. I think they were buying things like Macala dolphins, I hope, and possibly octopuses. This is a good choice for not a lot of money, and I reckon you'd probably get them trade in bulk for maybe even a lower price. The Bumblebee, BUS-23, in fact, made by Flight Ukuleles, who I do like, and this is another string to their bow. Worth a look, I think. It's not an absolute dog at all. I mean, the sound is good. I'm rambling, aren't I? This is what I do when I like things. Right, it looks like very nice weather this week, I think. Blue skies out there. I think I might go to the pub. I hope you have a very good week, and I'll see you next week with something else. Don't know what it is next week, so it'll be a surprise. I'll put a sneak peek up on Facebook during the week, so you'll see. And I hope you all take care and stay safe. Thank you for watching. See you very soon. Bye-bye.